famously came back from a 3-1 postseason deficit. I'm positive he's not trying to test those 3-0 waters as the Lakers hosted the Thunder for Game 3 of their series on Saturday. First quarter, LeBron, mid-ranger, goes to put LA up 2, and then later in the first, SGA goes to the rack. So back and forth we go early on. Late first quarter, though, Casey Wallace is going to bury a 3 in the corner. Wallace with 11 points in the first frame, most of any quarter of his playoff career. Thunder up 6 after 1. But one way that the Lakers could keep this close is if they were going to be on from 3. LeBron with the jab had 1. Rui Hachimura from the right wing area had another. It's a 3-point game, and then later in the second, LeBron. Cash as well from 26 feet. We are all tied up at 44. But why not get you one more, LA? Luke Kennard. Money as well, 11 of 20 from 3 with the Lakers in the first half, tied for their most 3-point makes in a playoff first half since 1997-98. Lakers were up 2 at the break. By the time we got to the third, it was just the bevy of riches that the Thunder had. That's Chet Holmgren headed in for the slam. SGA with the mid-ranger. He didn't shoot well, 7 of 20 from the field, but still very much so effective. This time drawing the defense and kicking it down to Casey Wallace for the slam. By the time we get to the fourth quarter, the Thunder are starting to run away with it. A.J. Mitchell off the screen from Hartenstein to the rack. And then Mitchell's going to pull up from 3. Thunder up 106-89 with that and under 7 minutes remaining. Reeves gets blocked. He was hollering for fouls all evening long. Other end is Alex Caruso throwing it down. Thunder roll 131-108. It's a 3-0 series lead for OKC. New on SportsCenter, LeBron James taking some time in the locker room.
Obviously the third quarter, we'll start with that. We didn't have the energy, the effort, and they put a 30-plus point quarter on us. We kind of took care of the game right there, honestly. We had moments, obviously, in the first half that was really good for us. We did a good job of sharing the ball and knocking down shots. In that third quarter, we didn't knock down shots. We didn't defend or get stops, I would say. We defended, but we didn't get stops, and it allowed them to kind of take control of the game.
What is your level of anger and or disappointment?
I don't want to say I'm not angry or disappointed. Obviously you're disappointed in the simple fact like you being down 3-0, obviously. But we still got life, and that's all you can ask for. And we got to be much better on Monday. See what happens.
JJ compared the Thunder to some of the 90s Bulls teams or the 17-18 Warriors teams. Said they're an all-time great team. You obviously played against those 17-18 Warriors teams. Do you think this Thunder team ranks right up there?
They're pretty damn good from top to bottom, and they don't let their foot off the gas.
LeBron, in the third quarter, collectively, you guys are minus 31. What's happening in the third quarter, them versus what you guys are doing?
I don't know, but obviously the number speaks for itself.
When you guys played Oklahoma City, and I think it was February or something like that, you talked about how it's their ability to sustain energy, to sustain execution. Going up against that in this series, just what have you kind of made of their stamina in that way?
No, it's not nothing. It's because it's not surprising. You've seen them over the years. They have a lot of bodies, and they got a lot of guys that can do multiple things on the floor. So, it helps to have that depth.
About what kind of effort will it take to get one game? What's it going to take from you guys?
Obviously we got everything. Everything and more to beat a team like this. So we got to be our best, be at our best on Monday.
Well, when you guys get to any team gets to an elimination scenario, it literally could be the last time that group is together as it's constructed. Is that something that a group should acknowledge or does acknowledge? And what's key to you don't just focusing on the
No, you don't really talk about that. You focus on the moment at hand and go from there.
JJ was talking about how they have the ability to kind of shape shift within the course of a game and just adjust because of the different personnel that they have. That you've been on some teams like that, but what is the challenge when you're trying to almost put something out on the floor that they have and they're able to just switch on the fly?
Just said it's very challenging. They have the proper personnel to be able to, like you said, shape-shift whatever you kind of put out there. And, and still be productive no matter who's on the floor.
Lakers had a 2-point advantage at the break. 59-57 was the score. This season, through the first round, the Lakers were 40-2 when leading at the half. Unfortunately for the Lake Show, in this series, they're 0-2 with both of those losses coming in the last 2 games. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and A.J. Mitchell on the floor post-game.
Shai, your leading scorer in today's contest, this young man, A.J. Mitchell, what can you tell us about his ascension?
Yeah, he's a gamer. Works super hard, never shaken by the moment. Like, he's just ready for his opportunity, and he takes full advantage of it. It might be a shock to the world, but this is no shock to us. We knew A.J. Mitchell was the day he stepped foot in our building, and he's just showing it to the world.
A.J., what's allowed you to have so much success with this group this season?
Man, I mean, the trust that I got from my teammates and the coaching staff has been amazing from day one, so that's the key.
Shai, you're up 3-0. What do you need to do to close this thing out here? Are you going to get greedy and try to close it out here on the road?
Absolutely. We would never want to waste the opportunity to win a basketball game. We got to do the same thing we did in the first 3 games. Be the aggressor, play the right way together. Whether the shots are going in or out, just stay true to our identity, our personalities out there on the floor. And yeah, we should be fine.
Shai, AJ, congratulations. Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.
What y'all don't get to see and hear is Big Perk before we start the TV side of this thing. He's here now with us on SportsCenter. And Perk, when we were talking, you mentioned that despite the lead that the Lakers had, there was no shot that they were going to walk away with this one. What leads to a dominant effort like this from the Thunder?
Man, first of all, good to see you, Trail. Second
Always.
of all, did you see how the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're laughing at the Lakers. They were laughing at them when they had their fellowship moment after game 2, it was in Oklahoma City with the officials. Look, the Lakers just don't stand a chance. They don't match up to the champs. They're full of two-way guys. And what happened tonight is that we saw that Sam Presti have the best eye in basketball when it comes to talent. All of a sudden, SGA is not having an SGA-type series or game. And what do you see when he's on the bench? You see the emergence of A.J. Mitchell. Not only does he go for a playoff career high, but also the decision-making because he had a playoff career in assists. This is how deep and dangerous this team is. It's moments that it could be Chet Holmgren that look like the best player on the floor. Alex Caruso comes in and his impact is all over the place, especially defensively and bringing that tenacity. So when you look at what they done, all they did was headhunt and search out Austin Reeves tonight. That's the conversation that we need to talk about is him, Austin Reeves.
Yeah, defensively, he has proven to be a bit of a liability, so they got some things to work out. A.J. Mitchell, 24 points, 10 assists on the evening. Perk, don't go too far. We got to get some more thoughts on everything playoff basketball, all right?
All right.
New on SportsCenter.